Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more of the God of War playthrough. Today we're going to be continuing to make our way through this entire game, and of course before we even start things off, we have some friends to greet, and also pummel into the freaking ground. How y'all doing today? It's good to see you. Since last time, or the last time I streamed, that is, I did fix my new follower goal, so now it reflects the most accurate of information. So, again, sorry for the confusion from before. Because the way Streamlabs' goal system works and everything, it doesn't track people who have unfollowed before, so that is kind of lame. Essentially, if you end up losing followers, you essentially have to restart the entire goal and just re-enter in all of your most current information in order to reset the goal. That's really about it. And hello, Shawario Mox. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Kind of forgotten how to play for a second there. Whatever. It has been a little while since I've last played this game. Not that long, but even so. Anyway, the reason why I didn't stream yesterday was because I had a meeting to attend to, and unfortunately, I couldn't stream that day because of it, so my apologies. But hey, at least I'm doing it today to make up for the lack of a stream yesterday. Also, thank you for the bits, Shawario Mox. Highly appreciate it, man.
Yeah, more God of War.
Help me! Kratos, hurry!
Looks like the Oracle is in quite a pickle. That's definitely not a good thing at all. Anyway, in order to save her, we need to solve a puzzle over here. As far as how to solve this puzzle, it should be a simple enough procedure. Just gotta move the statues to their designated spots. Which, it does take a little bit of time to move these statues from place to place. But, it will be worth it. At some point. What's this? Huge crack in the wall. That usually signifies something important. Come on. There we go. Ooh, another Gorgon Eye. Very nice.
Kratos, find a way out! You have to get to me!
I know that. I'm working on it. I think I may have an idea of how I'm supposed to go about this.
What are you doing? I'm up here!
Just trying to solve a puzzle here, which I'm clearly not solving right now. I have a feeling that this is not in the right spot. Okay. I know it's not Banjo.
Kratos, find a way out! You have to get to me!
But yeah, God of War is known for having some light puzzle-solving elements along with hack-and-slash action and bloodshed. So, that's always fun. Nice little distraction. God damn it! Really? You had to bring down the elevator now? I really wonder how it is that these elevators even operate. It should seem something as simple as them being pressure sensitive or something. Okay. Maybe it is as simple as pushing these statues down. Again, I haven't played the game in forever, so please forgive me if I'm stumbling around. Yeah, understandable. God of War is not a game for everyone. It is rated M for mature for a reason, due to excessive blood, violence, gore here and there. Not only that, but there's also some sex. There's also a sex scene like at the very beginning of the game, but that's really about it. Okay.
Kratos, get me down!
I think that ought to do it. Or not. On the thing. Wait, I think I know what I have to do. Dang it. Didn't even think about this.
Kratos, get me down!
I know, Oracle. I know I gotta get you down. But I kinda need to solve this puzzle first. Thankfully, the puzzle itself is not that difficult. I was just being an idiot. Didn't realize what I had to do. We have to play a little game of stack up. And I mean it in the most literal sense. Not like stack up from like the NES and Rob the Robot.
What are you doing? I'm up here!
I really wish this Oracle would shut the hell up. Granted, I know that she's in mortal danger and her life is on the line and everything, and she's holding on for dear life. But even so, come on, man, have some, just know that, hello, I kinda have to do some work over here first. That ought to work. Hopefully. Yep, definitely. Even though that's not a perfect stack, it's not like I really care all that much. The stack is just good enough. And besides, this may also be useful as a means of a shortcut. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Uh-oh.
Kratos, I'm slipping. You must get here quickly. I can help you. We can save Athens, but you must hurry.
Working on it. But thank you. Thank you for the sense of urgency. One thing that's definitely noticeable with the HD collection of the... Okay. Oh dear. Okay, so now we're racing against the clock. I think we have about 60 seconds to make it over to where the Oracle is located. If we run out of time, then it results in a game over. And we have to return back to the previous checkpoint, which, if I have to guess, is probably just before this whole timer thing began. So falling here is not an option. If we fall, that's it. We're done. Oopsie. Gotcha.
And with that act, Kratos set in motion the events that would lead to his downfall.
Kratos, as Athena herself has foretold. But you are late, perhaps too late to save Athens. Or is it Athens you have come to save?
No, I can't. We must not stop.
And when the Oracle looked into his soul, she saw a beast as well as a man. Once a captain in the Spartan army, Kratos had begun his command with only 50 soldiers. But soon his numbers grew to the thousands. His tactics were brutal, but effective. Drunk with power, he was feared by all, except one. His wife was the only one to brave his fury.
How much is enough, Kratos? When will it end?
When the glory of Sparta is known throughout the world.
The glory of Sparta. You did this for yourself.
His desire for conquest knew no bounds, but that which he desired would ultimately consume him.
By the gods, why would Athena send one such as you?
Stay out of my head!
Choose your enemies wisely, Kratos. Your brute strength alone will not be enough to destroy Ares. Only one item in the world will allow you to defeat a god. Pandora's box, which lies far beyond the walls of Athens, hidden by the gods across the desert to the east. But be warned, Kratos. Many have gone in search of Pandora's box. None have returned.
Okay, well, thank you for the information, Miss Oracle.
Go through the gates to the desert, Kratos. There begins the path to Pandora's box. It is the only way you will defeat Ares and save Athens.
Is it me, or does her character model look like something from Nintendo 64? It's funny how they updated Kratos' character model, but not any of the others. Or at least as far as I'm aware. Then again, maybe it's just for main characters and antagonists and protagonists. Stuff in that nature, not too sure. But even so. Apparently, Kratos was originally a general of an army. And so, as a result, he was completely consumed by power and greed. And that ultimately costed him greatly. As far as what that costed him, well, for anyone who's played the story of God of War knows exactly what it is. But for the rest of us, we'll find out soon enough. Oh, god damn it. Frickin' missed the jump. Well, that stunk. I definitely want to get those chests before I leave here, for sure. God damn it. I'm pretty sure those chests contain not only red orbs, but also something else. As far as how we can get to them, there is a way. We just have to be a little creative with how we reach our objective. By the way, if you get hit by those turning cog things, then you're going to be thrown off of here very easily and very quickly. And that could be disastrous. What's this over here? I don't think it's much of anything. Maybe it's just background decoration. Got it. So worth it. Great, there's a crack in the wall. I kind of want to see if I could break it down. Alright, I'm going to check there one more time because I'm just that paranoid. Because I feel like that's going to be something. Then again, maybe it's just part of the background and I'm just wasting time. But again, since I haven't played in so long, might as well look and find out for myself. Okay, let's go. Camera? Camera! Screw it. Camera got stuck. That's one thing about the camera sometimes. If you are trying to do something out of sequence, then the camera will get stuck in the worst way possible. And yeah, you kind of have to go back to a more, how can I put this? A more favorable spot for the camera to realign itself. I don't know if getting to that platform this way really is the way you're supposed to do it. But I'm pretty sure that it is. Then again, maybe you're supposed to use the statues to get back, to get over to that platform. But oh, damn it. You know what? Screw it. Now that I brought that up, I might as well try it and see if this will work. I'm going to say, yeah, it will. Again, we just gotta be a little creative with the placement of this. I think there ought to be sufficient. Damn it! All because I hit the damn pillar off screen. Okay, yeah, that was just a waste of time. Apologies. Let's move on now. Time to head towards the east. Oh, far to the east lies Pandora's box. Also, another save point right here. Might as well go ahead and use it. Also, before I started this stream, I decided to make a backup save file, just in case something would go horribly wrong. Not saying it will, but you never know. Wonder what's over here. Now I'm wondering what's up here. This place looks kind of familiar. And if anyone's seen the intro of the game, this should be very familiar to them, as this is where the beginning actually started, I think. Indeed it is. Standing here gives you a foreboding feeling. It is as if your ultimate fate were tied to this very ledge. Very true. It's a strange monument. You are not sure of its meaning or purpose. We'll definitely be back here much later on in the game, but for right now, this is just a foreshadowing of things to come. As far as what those things are, we will soon find out as we make our way to the east. Way in the east, where the supposed legendary Pandora's box is located. It's a legendary relic which should grant a mortal such as Kratos ultimate power to take on Ares. Because in order to fight power, you need more power! But that's just how Ares is. Okay. Well, this was definitely a fun little side activity. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Sometimes if you move a little too quickly, you can sometimes lose focus of where you are. And that's not exactly a good thing. Another phoenix feather. Just what I needed. Welcome to the sewers of Athens. This place is not crawling with any sort of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Instead, it's crawling around with raw sewage, dead bodies, some skeletons, and ones that don't dance or want to make bad skeleton puns. Unfortunately. Instead, we just have more of the army of the undead. And of course, they're here to just greet us with the only way they know how. By shooting at us. And also trying to dance with us too. I could have sworn... Yep, there he is. Sometimes you can lure enemies to a non-designated area where they originally spawned at. And if you manage to do that, you may be able to make things slightly easier on yourself, as you don't have to worry about archers from a distance. Which is nice. Good night. Now, how are we going to... Oh. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, how are we going to get up here? Obviously, jump. Also, these archers do not play around. They do know some close-quarter combat moves if it deems necessary. But most of the time, they will just try to shoot you. So that's something to keep in mind. Oh, hello. We have a familiar foe. That there was a way I could use the instant freezing attack, but I couldn't remember what the button combination was. Thankfully, if you do end up forgetting a move or something, or how to do a move, you can always push L1 after pushing start to view the list of all moves that you have learned. Okay, Gorgon flashes L2 plus triangle when on the ground. That makes sense. Just wish this doesn't consume so much freaking MP. MP, like this is a freaking RPG. Well, it kind of is. It does have some RPG No. The red chests contain red orbs. Red orbs are used to upgrade your abilities in the Blades of Chaos. After you gather enough red orbs, you can use those orbs to upgrade your moves and gain whatever the upgrades provide, such as greater damage, plus additional attacks, bigger damage area, more power, stronger freeze beam, etc., etc. As we go about the game, more and more abilities will become unlocked to us, in which we'll be able to upgrade them to their fullest capacity. I'm not sure what the highest level is for each of them. If I have to guess, it's probably level 5? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's level 5 for each ability. Then again, maybe some abilities max out at like level 2 or 3. It really depends. I selected the wrong ability. Well, crap. Come on, let me... Damn you. Stupid frickin' skeletons! Whatever the hell these things are. Apparently, I can't move or do anything because I keep getting juggled to death. Honestly, it feels as though these Minotaur enemies really are very annoying to deal with. Crap. Get out of my way! Let me grab you! Christ! Is that really so hard to do? Thank you. Definitely needed that because of all the extra health I need now. Definitely good to have that extra health if possible. One thing I'll definitely say is, if you happen to have the Rage of the Gods available, definitely use it if you absolutely need to. Otherwise, you can just save it for when you need it most. Another fairly annoying thing about this game is occasionally the enemies may hide amongst background objects. But thankfully, if you're in the middle of like some sort of major attack animation, at least the button prompts are on the... at least they cover the background objects. So thankfully it's nothing like sort of bad programming where the button prompts can get stuck or get hidden behind objects or anything like that. The white orbs, I think they boost your overall Rage of the Gods meter if you're working on filling that up. And the blue orbs are magic orbs. Oh, come on. Let me grab you, damn it. Thank you. God damn. Is it me, or are the button prompts just not being very responsive here? It's like I mashed the circle button, yet sometimes it just does not want to work. Okay, I'm just wasting magic here. Oh. Were those guys leaving bombs too? It certainly seemed like it. Kinda weird, if you ask me. Okay, 1246. Not enough for any sort of upgrades yet. At least up to level 3, but even so. I'm sure we'll get something new in which we'll be able to use these orbs. Okay, looks like we're finally out of the sewers. Thank God. I was getting real sick of this place, let me tell you. One thing I will definitely mention is if you're running low on something and you still have a good bit of health yet, but your magic is low, I'd prioritize magic over health, but that's just my opinion. But if you're low on health, then definitely go for health if you can. Well, you know, we're back at the Road of Athens. Or the Road to Athens, rather. It looks like battle is still raging on. Still raging on way out in the distance against Ares. So, at this point now... At this point, if you have any collectibles you feel like you've missed here, definitely go back and grab them, as you won't be getting another chance. Not for a long, long time. Then again, maybe never again. But I think I'm okay as far as collectibles are concerned. So, with that in mind, let's head on out. Pandora's box awaits. Welcome to the Desert of Lost Souls. This desert is no fun place to be. It never is. But I'm sure things will be fine. There won't be too many problems here, and it won't be the biggest place on Earth.
Kratos, the journey forward is perilous, but one you must complete if you are to have any hope of saving Athens.
The Oracle spoke of Pandora's box. Can it be real?
The box exists. It is the most powerful weapon a mortal can wield.
And with such a weapon, I could defeat Ares.
With the box, many things become possible, and so it is hidden well, far across the desert of lost souls. There is safe passage through the deadly sands, but only those who hear and follow the siren's song will discover it. You must find the sirens, Kratos. Only they can guide you to Kronos, the Titan.
A Titan lives?
Kronos is the last. Zeus has commanded him to wander the desert endlessly, the Temple of Pandora chained to his back, until the swirling sands rip the very flesh from his bones. Stay true to the song of the siren, Kratos. Your journey begins here. Pray it leads you back to Athens, with Pandora's box.
Follow the song of the sirens, Kratos. Find and destroy them all, and the path through the deadly sands will be open to you.
Okay, so that is our next objective. As we're exploring this desert, we need to listen for the songs of the sirens. And to answer your question, Shiwaria Mox, no, I have not played the new God of War on PS4 yet. I may do a blind playthrough of it via stream, but I'm not 100% sure as of yet. But yeah, I haven't played it yet, so I don't have any sort of opinions on it. Okay. So one thing you can definitely do is, thankfully this whole desert place really isn't that big. Just run against the wall and just listen for the song of the sirens. The sirens will sing their song when they're close, and as you're getting closer, their songs will become louder. In which case, unleash all hell on them once you see them within your sights. So, figure I'd throw that out there. The desert itself is pretty dang wide, but it's not that big, really. And I think the sirens are always in the same spots, too. But they do move around a little bit within a designated patrol location. I think I hear one. Yep, that is indeed a siren. What a majestic song. Did I just freeze in place? But yeah, here's a siren. These things are ugly as sin. Oh man. Not only are they ugly, but they're also very fast, and can also deal quite a lot of damage if you're not careful. You could also try to freeze them in place, but good luck with actually being able to keep them frozen. In fact, now that I think about it, I think as soon as you freeze them, they'll break free, so really, that's kind of useless. And once the circle icon pops up, you need to go in and get the kill. Snap their spine. Snap their spine and set them free.
You must find and destroy the 2 remaining sirens before you may pass.
Of course. Songs. What is this, Zelda? I know, right? It's definitely something like that, kind of. We basically just have to run around the desert and listen for the sirens' song, which are very audible and are very noticeable. Just go towards where they're supposedly located and then start wailing on them. They do put up one hell of a fight though, so be sure to keep that in mind as you're engaging them. Plus, I think you have to kill all 3 within a single life, otherwise you have to kill them all over again. I'm not too sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. What's this? Another chest. Okay. Nice to have some extra red orbs here. Oh, hello, we have another siren. Come here, fishy fishy. Once you engage the siren, once you engage, it'll stop singing. So be sure to keep that in mind. Another thing, too, is as of the second siren, it's going to start summoning friends. So they're going to try to get in your way as much as humanly possible until eventually they escape your line of sight, in which case they'll start singing again. And good night. Alrighty, see you soon.
You must find and destroy the final siren before you may pass.
Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. Even if you take down the siren which originally summoned these guys, you do have to kill them in order to reap the rewards. Night. There we go, he's finally down. Damn, that took a while. I guess another thing that's worth noting is if you end up killing the Minotaur via the quick time event minigame by stabbing it in its throat, you'll only get health orbs as opposed to red orbs. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. Now, for the last siren, I believe since we combed the entire outer perimeter of the desert here, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the middle of the desert. Kind of like the last one was. So, that's gonna be a little bit of a search. It's not too bad, though. The searching is not that bad. What do we have here? More health. I don't think the game would throw in any Gorgonize or what's this? Never came across this before. Then again, maybe I never noticed. But yep, we have another siren right nearby. And it looks like it's moving further away now. Okay, I'm going for that chest. I don't care. Yoink. Where did that siren go? Oh, there it is. Hi! You ready to dance? Be a good girl and dance for Papa Bear. Since this siren's the last one, this is when things really start to get difficult. I believe these Minotaur guys are going to try to be super aggressive as you're going after the siren. By the way, if you end up killing one of the Minotaurs before taking down the siren, then I believe the siren will summon another one in its place. Which is really dang annoying. Get over here. Dance! That's a good girl.
The desert sirens have been destroyed, Kratos. The path before you is now revealed.
Alright, excellent. Glad to see that the path is now revealed. Although I kinda need to survive first if I want to even get to that path. There's also no shame in running away and fighting to live another day either. But you do miss out on the potential red orbs and stuff of that nature. unfortunately. I really hate fighting both of these guys at once. I really do. Unfortunately, that is just the way the game loves to throw things at you. Again, when it comes to these kinds of mob fights, the right analog stick with being able to roll around at the speed of sound, that is your best friend. Come on, quit blocking my stuff, man! Just take it like a good boy! Whatever. I'm ending this. And good night, sweet prince. Damn, that was hairy. At least the battle is won for now. Whew. That was pretty painful, I gotta admit. Alright. Well, now that all the sirens are dead, it's time to move on to the next part of the game. And pursue the great Titan that is just roaming around the desert. Because Zeus ordered him to do so. He was banished here so long ago. Okay. Well, that was definitely a fun time, that's for sure. Let's see, 1496, still not enough for anything, unfortunately, at this point. Not even for the Blades of Chaos, which, believe it or not, they're the cheapest thing to upgrade right now. Okay, welcome to this godforsaken temple. Within this place, we'll find more friends to play with. Not only that, but also some blocks that we'll need to push around. Whenever you do end up breaking up one of these blocks from one of these death chambers, I guess you can put it as. You know what, I'll save that chest for later if I need it. I guess whenever you summon one of these, you have to keep in mind that okay, do I... Huh. I think I gotta do something else with the block. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. Because over there on the far right-hand side is an anime meat grinder. I don't think it's a one-hit kill pit for you, but if you run into it, it's just gonna be draining your health and knocks you back quite a bit. So that is something to keep in mind. So, basically, what we have to do here is push this block to a point where we can move this over to a more secure location like here. Or is it further along? Yeah, it's further along. Dang it. Hi there. Along the way, we'll also be encountering a lot of these frickin' assholes. I think after a while they'll stop producing red orbs if you take too long, just like with the harpies from before. Thankfully, I don't think they'll send any more than like 2 or 3 at a time. So that's something to keep in mind at least. Wait, I think I know what I have to do with this. On. There we go. All done with that. Off we go. Wow, what is this? The gods appear before Pathos Virtus III, commanding him to build a temple to house the most powerful weapon on Earth or in Olympus. And that weapon, I'm pretty sure, is Pandora's box. The greatest architectural undertaking the world has ever seen. Mighty Kratos, the Titan, is harnessed the Temple of Pandora, chained to his back. God, I can't read today. Wow. Well, that's one way to raise a sandstorm. Kind of pulling off of Moses here. If anyone knows about the story of Moses from the Holy Bible, that's the same sort of thing, except with sand. And lots of sand. Kind of funny if you think about it. But even so. My. That's weird. The sandstorm just suddenly took the horn away. Oh, hello. Hi, ladies. You ready to brawl some more? I'd be happy to. So remember those sirens that we took on before? Well, they're back and all 3 of them are going to be fighting us at once. Isn't that great? And it's not just the 3 of them either. Multiple sirens are going to be here. By the way, they'll try to suck you in. And if they manage to do that, then it's going to be super painful for you. I don't think you have to fight every single one of them all at once, thankfully. You just have to defeat them all in a fairly quick fashion. They do cast a lot of lightning magic, though. And unfortunately, there's no sort of resistance attributes that we can employ. But there is friendly fire. So that's a pretty nice thing to see. Out of my way. And good night. Man, I love doing that. eventually we will defeat enough of these things to take them all out. It's just going to take a while, unfortunately, and these things hit like a frickin' truck. So don't be completely reckless, like I am right now. Even though defeating them in a small quick-time event will, it's not even that. It's more like push the circle button and insta-kill them. Doing so will allow you to gain a little bit of your lost health back. So that's nice. Come on, please, die! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! Yep, I'm dead. Really wish I had this Rage of the Gods build up.
Let the rage of the gods.
Oh, thank God.
your blades, Kratos.
And no, I was not trying to make a pun. I was genuinely that concerned. Die! Really? There's still more? Still another one? Oh my god, that was painful as crap. Yeah, don't they ever shut up and date? Definitely a worthy trophy to earn. Alright, let's move on. We got bigger fish to fry here. Ooh.
Kronos, the last of the mighty titans, emerged from the desert sands. On his back, Pandora's temple awaited, massive and patient, ready to challenge all who went in search of its guarded treasure. For 3 days, Kratos climbed the sheer walls of the mountain. He knew he would either recover Pandora's box or perish inside the cursed temple, never to return to the world of man.
Welcome to Pandora's temple? Or the Temple of Pandora, whatever the hell this place is. We'll find out in a second. Oh, there we go. I was like, am I soft locked here? But no, thankfully that was not the case. Okay. Welcome back, Shawaria Mox. Glad you can make it back. Okay, back to what I was, I don't even know what I was saying before, but, funny enough, a fun fact I feel like throwing out here is, originally this, whole climbing sequence wasn't just a cutscene, it was actually a full sequence of events that the player would, race to Kronos, the Titan, and start climbing him over the course of the adventure. However, I think due to time constraints and some technical limitations, it was just reduced to a cutscene. Or something to that extent. I'm not too sure. But regardless, welcome. Welcome to the Pandora Temple. Yep, Pandora's Temple is the name of this place. Here we'll find vultures just flying around about, minding their own business and just eating some carcasses of the dead. You know, doing vulture things. Oh my, what do we have here? Some spooky, scary skeletons, huh? Looks like they're here trying to throw a freaking party with a bonfire and everything. I want to join. That looks fun. Nah. Not quite. I think it's supposed to tell us, yeah, we really should go investigate that area. But before we can even go there, we have to get past this gate first. Which, in order to do that, we're going to need to throw some sort of switch or something. I'm not too sure. But it's worth exploring around here anyway. Then again, maybe we just lift up the gate and then just be on our merry way. And coming down here is just for extra goodies. I don't know. It's worth a look anyway. I'm pretty sure this leads to progression though. Looks like some sort of mystical staircase of sorts. I'm kind of surprised that a mortal man such as Kratos can pull this sort of thing. There we go. We made it.
So, you think you can conquer the Temple of the Gods, do you? It's never been done, you know. Sooner or later, the Harpies will bring what's left of you back for me to burn. The gods hid Pandora's box in here, so no mortal would ever claim its power. And yet, year after year, I open the gate for more and more soldiers and place more and more bodies on these pyres. If I were you, I'd leave now. But I can see you are determined. Very well. May the gods grant you strength to conquer the perils that lay before you. Good luck, Spartan.
Man, that guy sounds so freaking bored. I mean, can you really blame the guy? Because he's seen so many people try to come here and try to claim Pandora's box. And it's just, it just hasn't happened. And I don't think it's ever going to happen until now. The dead are brought here by the Harpies to be burnt and recycled for use as enemies inside the temple. I wonder how that even works. But regardless, it's fascinating. Whoa, what do we have here? Looks like we got some big boys ready to party here. Even though we just opened that gate, we unfortunately have to defeat even more psychotic freaking creatures. Now these guys are more easy to they're easy to telegraph their attacks. Whenever they slide their hands across the ground, that means they're getting ready to charge at you, so dodge to either the left or the right, and you'll be fine. Don't think the... Well, damn. Didn't realize I was out of freaking magic already. Probably because these guys can't really be turned to stone as much as I'd like to do it. Honestly, fighting these guys in groups of 2 or more is definitely a pain in the ass. You just have to do a lot of dodging and dodge like frickin' mad. You can also dodge those charge attacks by jumping very high into the air, but you have to time it absolutely perfectly. Like just as they're choreographing their attacks. Otherwise, you're gonna get slam jammed into the frickin' dirt. And that's not fun. Ow. There we go. First one down. Holy crap. And we got another one. Fantastic. It's honestly always worth it to try to take on these big guys. You want to know something kind of funny? God of War was a huge inspiration for the nighttime levels in Sonic Unleashed, which was released several years later. Just saying. There's just a lot of elements from God of War that were pulled from this game and put into Sonic Unleashed. Such as the quick time events and taking down some of the big brutes and how you take them out and everything. That influential. And it still is very influential to this very day. Even with the reboot and everything. I don't know if it's much of an inspiration anymore, but definitely the original series is still an inspiration to some studios out there. Just saying. Also, I have no idea if these guys can throw you off of the arena or not, but I definitely don't want to chance that. And good night. Phew, that was hairy. But damn, at least we finally did it. And we have more than enough red orbs to upgrade the Blades of Chaos to level 3. Down the hatch. And with level 3 Blades of Chaos, we got access to several new moves, such as the Cyclone of Chaos with L1 and square. We can do that while in the air. Spirit of Hercules is triple triangle. Valor of Hercules is triangle, triangle, square. Hades Revenge is square, triangle, or R1 while in Hades reverse parry pose. Okay, interesting. So that's awesome. The Blades of Chaos are just that much more powerful now. And upgrading them to level 4 is definitely going to be one hell of a pain in the ass. I don't think I even said that right, but whatever. You get the point. Okay, before we open up these doors here and head into the Temple of Pandora, we of course are going to be picking up some more goodies here, such as more phoenix feathers, and I'm going to guess another Gorgon Eye right here. Perfect. Alright, in we go. Welcome to the Temple of Pandora. And as soon as we enter, there is no escape. And hello, we have some more friends. Some more blade dancers, huh? Also, that combo is super badass. Just keep in mind though, it does have a bit of a charge-up time. Okay, that was weird. It was like suddenly dropped like a rock. Do I hear another frickin' siren? I certainly hope not. Okay. Phew! That was pretty scary. Now then, we have a mystery eye door right here, which automatically opens after you push R2. I don't want to head inside just yet. I want to see what else I can find out over here. The book reads, "This temple was erected in honor and at the command of the mighty Lord Zuse. Only the bravest hero shall solve its puzzles and survive its dangers. One man will receive ultimate power. All others shall meet their doom. Battles Vertus III, chief architect and loyal subject of the gods." Wow. Kind of deep lore here. What's this? It's a carving of the goddess Athena. Huh. Interesting. I wonder how that's even here. Granted, I think this place was built for serving the gods and everything, so that does make sense. Okay. Off we go. Welcome to the Rings of Pandora. This place, I'm pretty sure, has some very well-hidden items. The door seems to be locked. There's a skull-shaped hollow in the door. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Another anime meat grinder, this time with spiked walls. Which again can be dodged very easily just by keeping in rhythm with it, and you'll be fine. Hello there, friends. Why you dare to shoot me when you're right near a save point? I don't get it, but whatever. I am not too sure, but I feel as though there's more save points in the... Yeah. I was thinking that there's more save points during lower difficulties of God of War, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh, hi. Didn't realize that you had more friends over here. Good night. Okay. Now, each of these rooms within the Ring of Pandora is a miniature puzzle within itself, and it can take a little bit of time to figure out how to solve them, but once you do solve them, the ring will fully open. This will raise neat. It raises a statue. I mean, floor. And this shoots a laser over towards the middle of the room. And by the way, even though this laser is clearly pointing here, we can't really do much of anything with it yet, unfortunately, since the skull door is technically, yeah, tight squeeze. Anyway, as I was saying, since that skull door is technically still closed, We can't do anything with the sun's rays, as it just can't reach the center of the room, unfortunately. Not yet. Not until we open up the door, which requires 2 separate keys, I think. And before I continue and go up to the next level here, I kind of want to see what else this place has to offer. As I think one of the special hidden items that you can find in the world here are located here within this place. I don't see much of anything as of yet, although this looks kind of suspicious. Maybe that's supposed to rotate. It would make sense since these cogs and stuff are here. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So then, bringing this will, or just rotating this around, will allow us to essentially rotate the entire ring. Oh, hello. We have a mysterious door here. Carvings of the Muses, daughters of Lord Zuse. They are made from solid gold. 2 of the carvings are missing. So, I believe both of them are located within this sort of place. So we need to locate them before moving on, otherwise we won't be able to claim this place's reward, which would be very unfortunate. But anyway, we'll be back here later. I'm sure of it. Again, finding them shouldn't be too difficult to do, so long as we look hard enough. And if I miss them, then, oh well. I won't worry about it, and, maybe I'll even show off a little bit of a New Game Plus playthrough at some point. Just not right now, though, obviously. We need to get through the game first.
Artemis.
Kratos, the gods demand more of you. You have learned to use the blades of chaos well, but they alone will not carry you to the end of your task. I offer you the very blade I used to slay a titan. Take this gift, and use it to complete your quest. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power and use it to defeat your enemies.
Wow, so with that we acquired a brand new weapon. And this weapon is the only other weapon we'll get in the entire game. The Blade of Artemis. So, we can activate the Blade of Artemis at will by pushing and holding L1 and R1.
Go with the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
So with this giant sword, it also has its own upgrades that we need to employ here. And upgrading it is going to cost 3,750 orbs. The same amount as the Blades of Chaos for level 4. Wow, that's kind of lame. But even so, this thing has its own set of combos and its own abilities. So basically, it's a giant sword that you can pull out of thin air and use at will. And if you want to go back to using the Blades of Chaos, just push L1 and R1 again to put the sword away. I think this weapon has additional attack power. Yeah, it's a pretty badass sword. It can slice through enemies like butter. It's a very powerful weapon, especially if you upgrade it to its maximum power. But it's not as versatile as the Blades of Chaos, though. And I think attacks will come out later as opposed to the Blades of Chaos as well. Even with the light attacks. So that is something to keep in mind. But it is really damn good for clearing out mobs of enemies, left and right. It honestly is. Damn! Damn it! I missed. Plus, you cannot grab enemies with the Blade of Artemis in hand. But you can still execute quick-time events with this. There we go. That's one way of getting magic back. By the way, these guys, I believe, are stronger Medusa-like enemies. And as a result, they'll be able to freeze you much sooner than their previous cousins. So that is something you need to keep in mind. I thought this was something else, but I guess not. Again, we just need to slice these guys down, and then we'll be able to actually start doing some puzzle solving in this place. Another thing we're pointing out too is with this sword, it doesn't have the same range as the Blades of Chaos, so you kind of have to get more up close and personal against the enemies, but really, it's not that big of a deal. You are kind of up close and personal anyways, but it just doesn't have as much range as the Blades of Chaos do. You know how sometimes you can attack enemies from a distance with them? You can't do that here. That looks kind of peculiar. So, this looks like a pretty simple thing to do. All we have to do here is just move this, whatever this thing is. I think it's supposed to be some sort of cart with some rocks on it. Once we do so... Okay, I see. There we go. Might as well go to town. Am I right? Anyway, if you're near a magic any sort of chest that will grant you additional magic power back, you can, can honestly just unleash all the magic power you have just to kill all the enemies that are laying right before you. And you'll be able to get that magic power back, no problem. See what I mean? In fact, there were even 2 of them here, so... yeah, 99 hits. Funny enough, I actually gotten over 100 hits before. And when I gotten over that 100 hit mark, I did get a trophy for obtaining so many hits. So, that's pretty nice. Alright, let's see what we got. Hello, we have shield number 1 right over here. Okay, how do I grab this thing? Oh. The Shield of Zuse. Oh. There was also this beam here. Apparently you could just walk across it if you wish. Up we go. Honestly, I think double jumping is more efficient. Although it is slightly more dangerous. Just got an email from speedrun.com. Okay, and my run has been verified. My previous speedrun of Banjo-Kazooie has been verified finally. Took a few days for it to be verified though. Kinda interesting. But, hey, they need to make sure that there's no sort of shenanigans going on, and I applaud the moderators for being so thorough. Even so. Speaking of which, I have been practicing the new kind of RBA route. And funny enough, I actually managed to pull off Cauldron RBA. I managed to pull it off during a couple of practice runs before. And I haven't done any sort of real runs with the new RBA method. But Cauldron RBA, the reason why I went with that one is because, honestly, the other method of doing it with the 765 note door, that one is just really damn difficult for whatever reason. By the way, I don't know if you can parry with this sword or not. I think you can. But it's just really difficult to do so, given its limited use, I guess you could put it. Kind of surprising that took so many hits to kill him. Or so few hits. Oh, up. Thank you. By the way, I think if you jump down that pit, you will die. Although we will be going down there at a later point, just not right now, as if we try to do so, we will die. I have an iPhone. I have the iPhone 7. I've never gotten the 8 or the 10, and I don't really plan to do so anytime soon. How am I back? Oh, hello, another Gorgon Eye. Nice. Now I'm kind of wondering if there was something on the other side here. Guess I'll see soon enough. Again, not that I can see. Nothing I can see here. Okay. Okay. Now that this rope has been lowered down, I believe we can just go ahead and grab it and just go. Although, we do have to go back to the very top of this place, which is really, really dumb. In order to even be able to drop down, which is kind of ridiculous because of the invisible walls. That's lame. Alright, down we go. Oh, I love this song. Hello there. How you doing? Get off me, please. Thank you. iTunes is still a thing technically, as that's pre-installed on your phone, but I'm not 100% sure if they still call it iTunes or if they call it Apple Music. I mean, that was a service that was available via iTunes as well, but I think they do call it Apple Music now. Whew. Holy crap, that was painful. Again? Man, so many freaking friends just want me dead. Go away, please. Phew! That was close. Oh, man. Okay, now we have a fun little challenge here. We have the Silver Shield. It's the Shield of Hades, I think. So, after you pick up this shield, you need to move like frickin' greased lightning. As there is a wall just coming at you very, very quickly. So if you have Rage of the Gods, unleash it. As you need to kill every single enemy here before the wall closes in on you and mercilessly kills you. Wow. Another trophy, Hitman 2. Nice. Probably because I got like a 200 hit combo at that time. By the way, there's no time to perform any quick time events, so you need to move like nobody's business. There's a lot of enemies that you have to clear out within a very short time period, so you need to move as fast as possible, unleash all of your strongest attacks, and just go nuts. Out of time. Okay, thank God we did it. Phew! That was way too close. Way too close for comfort. I know, that was insane. But damn was that frickin' sweet to pull off. That was just due to Poseidon's Rage, or whatever it is. It was due to that spell's power. Oopsie. It was just due to that. That's the reason why I was able to score so many hits on the thing. There we go. And with that, the door is now officially open. Finally. That was definitely a fun adventure, that's for certain. Me too. That's probably my favorite attack, next to one other that we will be getting here. Though I think Poseidon's Rage is my personal favorite, but it just costs so much magic power that it's just, oh, hi. Looks like we have a fun little Zelda-like room with lots of saw blades of death. Ow. Okay, so in this room, we basically just have to dodge as many of these blades as possible, and also make it to the gate before it closes. And it also cannot close on both sides. What's over here? I think this opened up briefly. Then again, maybe this was always open. Hi! I have no idea how many orbs I have, but I'm pretty sure I have more than enough to upgrade this weapon to level 2 at least. Yeah, especially after that. 3247. Nope, not enough. Okay. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I have a feeling that the... Yeah, very true. Mario World. Ow. Ouchie, ouch. That was painful. Oh, hello. Hello there, Harpies. How y'all doing? You ready to dance and die? Okay, yeah, I'm going back. This is progression. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Come on, let me go back! Don't tell me I am stuck here. No. Yep, I think I'm stuck here. Well, shit. All because of a simple little mistake I've made. I want to go back, damn it! Fuck it. I don't have a choice. It looks like I have to move on, otherwise I have to lose a whole bunch of progress. And I don't even know when the last time I saved was. I don't think it was that long ago, but even so. Wait, there's still hope yet. There we go. Well, you know, I actually can go back. It just requires a lot of timing. A lot of precise timing. Phew! Oh my god. Oh, hello. Loading screen. That's rare. Not too often you run into those. Now I'm not so sure about the progression thing. And I have a feeling this gate is going to be closed permanently or not. Okay. God, I really don't know which way to go. I feel like if I went in the way of the puzzle, then that is progression. Then again, this looks like progression too. I really don't know. You know what? I think I may end up going both ways at some point. So, you never know. I can't believe I wasted as much health as I did just because I was so paranoid. Again, can you really blame me? Again, I don't really know which way is progression and which one is just leading to treasure or something. Because I really don't want to miss anything here. And yet, I feel like going this way is a bad idea. I just have that feeling in my gut. Then again, maybe the other way I was going before was a sort of treasure room. I don't know. I don't want to look up a guide either. I want to figure that out on my own. So many friends here. Just seems like these guys keep coming at you almost endlessly, but that's not the case at all. Also, you can't use the second weapon you get when climbing walls. You have to use the Blades of Chaos. So that is something you also need to keep in mind with the second weapon too. Oh, great. More! Is this ever going to end? That's a pretty good question. Seems like whenever you have to climb any sort of wall or anything like this, you kind of have to deal with every single enemy that comes across your path. Otherwise, you will end up falling down, and that's not a good time at all, as that results in instant death. Hello. More red orbs. I'll take it. Kind of funny how these enemies just, they can't climb down to fight you. So if you happen to find any sort of solid ground and they're still in the wall, then you don't even need to worry about them at all, as they'll just cling on like frickin' cats. Like cats to a tree. They'll just stay on there no matter how much you beg them to come down. They just refuse. Right. What's this? Oh, hello. We have another trap. This time it's not only with more sirens, but also we have another time limit. this time, the time limit... Oh dear. If we take too long in this battle here, then the floor will give way and we will instantly die. Almost out of time here. Damn it, I'm so freaking dead. Phew, that was close. Alright. The handle of Atlas. Okay, so maybe going the way I intended to go from the very beginning with the traps and everything, that was not where I was supposed to go. As I needed the handle first in order to be able to progress even further. Nice shortcut for a way back down more easily and more quickly. But I kind of want to see what's down here first before we move on. Aha! As I thought. We have another Gorgon Eye. Still have not found any additional Phoenix Feathers, though. That's really concerning. I did find one earlier on, but there's still more to find, like way more. Okay. 4,386. Alright, I think I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade the Blades of Chaos. Just because I have the orbs to do so. And I know that this costed the same amount as the other weapon here. But I feel like this is going to be more important in the long run. But hey, we have increased damage along with several new moves. Rising Helios, Falling Helios, Hermes Fury, and Achilles Flip. And with that, it's now up to level 4? Or at least it will get to level 4. Or it is at level 4, my mistake. And once we get it up to level 5, I believe that'll be its maximum. Which requires 9,000 red orbs. Which is a lot. Trust me. But it is going to be worth the power, that's for sure. Okay. Now then. Wait, what's over here? Death. Let's try that again. Why does it look like that you can jump over here? That's because you can. Okay, I'm glad I checked over here. Oh, that was close. And there we go. More magic and more health. Kratos' marble collection. I wonder what that trophy is all about. I think that's supposed to signify that I found all the Gorgon Eyes. Then again, I could be wrong. Let me check the trophy real quick just to be sure. Unfortunately, it does take a little bit of time for PS3 trophies to sync up with the PlayStation Network, unlike PlayStation 4 trophies, which don't take anywhere near as long. Yep, that was all the Gorgon Eyes in the entire game. Wow, that's pretty nice. making some good progress, and this is only the second play session. We found every single Gorgon Eye in the entire game, and now we just need to find the rest of the Phoenix Feathers. Which, there's still, we still need 6 more Phoenix Feathers to upgrade our magic bar that much more. And I believe after the next upgrade, it'll be the last 6 in the entire game. Ow. Oh, come on. Seriously, screw these freaking walls. They suck. They do have a pattern, so even if it seems difficult to memorize, it really isn't that difficult, really. Okay. Finally, after what seems like 10 million years, we're finally ready to move on to the next part of the Pandora Temple here. Oh, hello, more friends! Yay! I've always wanted more friends to play with. By the way, I believe you can combo into this blade here very easily by pushing L1 and R1 at the same time, which is pretty sweet. Massive stone door with cracks across the center. I wonder if we'll be able to do something about that. Ooh, another hidden passageway of sorts.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Okay. Definitely something up this way. I think we have to go this way anyway in order to mess with that one thing that's in the center of the previous room. Because even with the handle in hand, I don't think we'd be able to really utilize it proper. So that is kind of lame that we have to wait just a little bit longer. Then again, hello, more Phoenix Feathers. Definitely needed that. Alright, let's put this here, turn the crank, and get ready to party. Okay, I think I see what I gotta do here. I gotta race against the clock. Yeah, that sounds about right. We just gotta race against the clock and get to this boulder before it drops back down. Afterwards, we'll be able to be on our merry way. Then again... Oh, hello. We have something else back here. Oh, we got a moose key. One of 2 of them. Okay, definitely glad I decided to look back there before moving on. Otherwise, I would have been in some serious trouble. Oh, man. Okay. I see what we gotta do here. What was I thinking before? Have to race to the boulder. That's just silly. Phew! Get the ball rolling. Oh man. Well, this has definitely been one fun adventure so far. And it's only gonna get more fun as time goes on. By the way, before you leave this room, grab that chest. Otherwise, you may not get another chance. So that's something worth mentioning. Most definitely. Is this it? My youngest son will last no more. Death in the service of his father. Death in the service of the gods. The building of this temple has claimed his life. Or claimed his life. May you be lucky enough that it not claim yours. Kratos Virtus III, chief architect and loyal subject of the gods. I almost said jods. Like, what the hell is that? What's a jod? Is that even a word? I have no idea. This looks like it could be Pandora's box. Then again, it could be something else entirely. Oh, it's actually a tomb. Hooray for raiding tombs and ripping out skulls like a frickin' goober. So with that, we have acquired the architect's son's head. Wow, way to decapitate a frickin' body. Wow. Boop. I need more magic. Okay. Alright, I think this will lead us all the way back towards the temple entrance, as we're getting ready for the next part, getting ready for the next major encounter, as we come across more dead bodies.
The wrecked bodies of those who had gone in search of Pandora's box lay before him, and at once Kratos knew who was responsible, for this was not the first time he'd seen the ruin Ares and his minions had left in their wake. Kratos had experienced it firsthand, years before. The youngest and boldest captain in the Spartan army, Kratos inspired fierce loyalty in his men. It had always been enough to carry them through any battle, until this day. The barbarians to the east numbered in the thousands, and descended on the Spartans without mercy. The battle lasted near hours. The discipline and training of the Spartans did little to stem the tide of the merciless barbarians. The soldiers faced a massacre, while their young captain faced the end of his brilliant career and his life. But to Kratos, victory was worth any price, even his soul.
Ares! Destroy my enemies, and my life is yours.
That desperate call for aid would come to haunt Kratos for all his days.
By the gods, What have I become?
Ooh. So, with that plot twist, Kratos was basically at death's doorstep, quite literally. And in his desperate hour, he called out to Ares and offered his eternal servitude in exchange for total destruction of his enemies. Though he gained great power, he also gave up his soul and his living being, pretty much, in the name of Ares. And, of course, Kratos regretted that ever since. Alright, remember this room? Well, we're back again. We are back here once more, ladies and gentlemen. And as such, we have more fun to deal with here. Isn't that great? Thankfully, I don't think there's any sort of time limit that we have to worry about this time around. But even so. There we go. All done. I'm done. Alright. Though we've acquired the Skull of the Sun. The Skull of the Sun's, Son of the Architect. We're not done here yet. We still have a little bit of work left to do. And though the door behind us closed, I believe we can still explore this first ring just a little bit more before we head on off to the next part of the ring. And that's something I definitely want to do right now before moving on, just in case. As I have a feeling that, by doing that, oh, hello. Okay, this leads back to the entrance of this place. Huh, that's neat. So if you, feel like you missed something within Pandora's Temple, you can come back here. Although, actually, never mind. This is just the entrance. You can't really do much of anything. That's kind of lame. Great, now my right eye is bothering me like it needs to water. Okay, that's the first room. I believe the second room is the one with the moose's door. Yeah, this one. Okay. I wonder what's over here first. Okay, that's just the next ring. Alright, you know what? Let's just go ahead and go in here. And here we have this deadly frickin' rotating, thing of death. I don't really know what to call this thing, but regardless, it's a very deadly object. Door's locked. Okay, that makes sense. It's a very deadly object, in which case you must, first off go into one of these alcoves to dodge its initial roll. Afterwards, all you have to do is just follow it until eventually you reach your destination. And that destination is right here. seems like a makeable jump. That's for certain. I kind of want to see what else I can find in this room first before trying to proceed. As this entire final area of the ring is surrounded by water, and we can't really access this area right now, as for whatever reason, Kratos can't swim underwater. But he can swim otherwise. Just right now, we can't really do anything about underwater traversal, at least at this point in time. But we will be able to do so within a short period here, at some point. As far as where we're supposed to go, the game made it very clear that we need to head towards the ladder, which I believe is somewhere in this general vicinity. Okay then. Do I have to do something with the statue first? Then again, I think what I actually have to do is jump on top of that turbine thing. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. I have to jump on top of it and just roll on it until I reach the ladder. If you fall at any point, you will have to go all the way back around in order to get back to the staircase and jump back on and try again. And it does take quite a while for this thing to roll around. I think it takes about 30 seconds to a minute in order for the thing to completely roll around back here again. Yeah, there it is. Damn it! Well, I'm kind of surprised it didn't just insta-kill us just because of that little mistake. Maybe I jumped too soon. That's gotta be it. I jumped too soon. That's probably why, That's probably why things just happened the way they did. Okay, we'll try this again one more time. I really wish this thing didn't take so long to come back around again in order to get another shot. There we go, that's better. Now then, we just gotta roll on this thing until we reach the ladder. Which is right here. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy! Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, looks like that turbine thing is completely gone now. So that's cool. Glad to see it finally disappeared off the face of the earth. Even so, it's still kind of fascinating to see that it's finally gone. After what seems like forever. Okay. I don't know why this wall looks kind of suspicious. Okay. Alright, up we go. Let's see where this leads. If I have to guess, it'll probably be someplace like where we can find a way to possibly be able to swim underwater. We'll see. But hey, at least here we can get our hands on some chests to upgrade or just refill all of our health as well as our magic power and also some red orbs, which are most definitely needed. Oh man, this has definitely been a fun ride, let me tell you. Okay. All in onward to the next major task at hand, which I believe should be at the very end of this corridor. We'll be able to figure out what we need to do next after the game loads. The Challenge of Poseidon. Wonder what this could be all about. Aw, a puppy! I want him. Oh dear, I ain't no puppy. It's working Cerberus. Great. So that's what this whole thing was all about. Okay, so Cerberus. It's time to fight this thing. Which thankfully it goes down pretty easily. But in its place, it will start spawning lots and lots of miniature Cerberus puppy dogs. So, being the evil man that we are, we have to slaughter them all. Plus, they're very annoying little pests, too. And they also appear in large numbers. So really, for this sort of encounter, it's best to utilize the Blades of Chaos here. That way you can clean everyone up nice and quickly. And just like that, the battle's over. That was fast. Roll over and die. Nice trophy name. It's funny because it's true. Alright. Well, I'm glad that's done. That was a pretty hairy encounter, for sure. Alright, now we have more fun to deal with here. So now we have to deal with these freaking ogres yet again. God damn it. Maybe this sword really is the best way of dealing with these freaking thugs. I honestly have no idea. You can also deal with them from a distance by throwing thunderbolts at them over and over again until eventually they're ready to submit. That's one way of dealing with them. Wow, it also seems like the other guy tends to get stuck on this block if you move in a certain way. So, that is one tactic that you can use to make it so you can separate these guys and take them on one by one. Well, that was definitely a fun encounter, that's for sure, said no one ever. Alright, now we have a fun little gathering here of nothing but archers. There sure are a lot of these guys here. That's the reason why this block exists. So that way... Wait, what the devil? Did I just get shot through the block? Maybe the arrow exploded right next to me. Yeah, that's it. The arrow just exploded right next to me. And that's why I received damage. Oh, now this would have been a perfect opportunity to unleash Poseidon's rage. Oh well. Oh well. Using the block really is the best way of providing yourself with enough cover to be able to get past those archers. Otherwise, they will combo you into oblivion. Good night. Good night, puppy. I really hate how these archers just are so annoying to deal with. They always spawn so far away, which does make sense. They are archers. You're supposed to keep them far away from you, so that way they don't, they can provide cover fire for their comrades without putting themselves in danger. Unless another archer is targeting them, that is. In which case, they're in plenty of danger. Well, that was kind of hairy. But hey, at least the deed is finally done. That took quite a while. But let me tell you, it was definitely worth the pain. Okay. Oh dear. That was a death trap. Well, that was lame. Hopefully I don't go too far back. Come on, game, anytime now. There we go. Okay, at least we respawned back in the same room that we died in. Okay. I guess we have to be faster with this. And like, as soon as we open the chest, we need to roll away immediately. Otherwise, we will get impaled and die. There we go. You see, that's not that difficult to figure out once you die at least once. A lot of these orbs, a lot of these chests contain a ton of red orbs, which is freaking awesome. And by the way, I believe that's about as far as that goes. I wonder what would happen if I pull this again. Okay, it just goes back in the opposite direction, so if you missed any of these chests, you can have another opportunity to go at them again. So, there's that. That's pretty nice. Kind of wish I knew that before pulling the crank again, because now I have to wait it all out again, which is bloody lame. Okay. I guess we'll just be sitting here for like the next minute or two, as this does take a little while to fully rotate back around again. By the way, there are no other doors here, so if you think you can make a grand escape or something, no, not likely, unless you somehow clip out of bounds or something. Which is very possible. It's a real possibility. But not in this instance. There aren't any sort of out-of-bounds opportunities here that I am aware of. Okay, those red chests were just enough to power up this sword to level 2. Time to upgrade the Blade of Artemis. And it took till just now to fully memorize the name. So with that, we get even more power with this weapon. Sweet. Alright, and to upgrade this even further, we need 10,000 orbs. So, one of the more expensive upgrades in the game, but I think after getting this up to level 3, it'll reach maximum power. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. Okay, 45, 75, 3,500. Okay, so I guess our next upgrade is either going to be this new spell, or it's going to be Zeuse's Fury. So, that's pretty nice. Nice to see that this weapon is now even stronger. And since that's the case, it now has a purple aura as opposed to the dark bluish aura. Speaking of auras, as you upgrade not only the Blades of Artemis, but as you're upgrading the Blades of Chaos, their glows will become more and more pronounced. And I think at maximum power or max level, they'll turn gold and become that much more powerful. I could be wrong, but I think that's how they work. Plus, not only will you gain absolute power with them, but you'll also gain some really great benefits with the Blades of Chaos, and I think they'll upgrade your Rage of the Gods that much further. Feels good. Nice acupuncture, dude. I love it. Goodbye. Take a nice long dirt nap, buddy. You most definitely need it. Along with you, you could use an acupuncture. Oh man, I love doing that. So much fun. Okay. Now, as far as where to go to next, I believe it's up here. We have to do quite a bit of climbing. And speaking of climbing, as you're making your ascent, be sure to be on the lookout for some very nice treasures. As I believe the second moose key that we need to find is located within this gauntlet here somewhere. In fact, I think it's right here. Indeed it is! That's the second and final moose key, folks! Who knew? The key to success, both of them were right here in plain sight. We even get a gold trophy as a result, too. So, with the keys in hand, we'll be able to unlock the moose door that's located within the first room that we've entered this place in, which is awesome to see. And we'll be able to claim the rewards of which it contains, too. Oh dear. I guess one piece of advice worth mentioning with these Minotaur guys is if they start blocking your attacks, stop attacking them immediately. That way you can roll away. Oh, damn! Gotta love that decapitation. That is so freaking fun. Of course, it's not fun when it happens to you, but even so. so it's still fun to unleash it upon your enemies. Just goes to show how strong you've become. Oh dear. And I also believe that later variations of these Minotaur guys, it'll be harder to execute them via the QuickTime event minigame, as you're required to push the circle button a lot more quickly during those instances. So, whether or not it's worth going after them is debatable at best. I mean, if you're low on health, then it's definitely well worth it. Otherwise, if you're still good on health, then there's really no need for the QuickTime event, and you could just go and slaughter them. There we go. By the way, if you're proficient in Mario Party 1 minigames, or even Mario Party 2 ones, you'll be more than accompanied with God of War, because your button mashing skills will be put to the test and through their paces throughout the entirety of the game. So, figure I'd throw that out there. 2.5 hours in. We still got a ways to go, though, as we're not even close to done. Okay. I wonder what this place is all about. Just a random fountain, I guess. I guess it's there for the sake of being there, but hello, what do we have here? It's a little thing we like to call live bait. Missing its handle, eh? Guess we're gonna have to do something about that. As I'm pretty sure if we try to head up here, the handle or this room will close on us. Then again, who knows? What's this? There's a statue of Lord Poseidon. Written at the base of the door is a riddle. Sacrifice the ultimate to continue your quest. So what this is telling you is you have to essentially sacrifice someone by bringing them up to this switch and then have them burned to death. That's essentially what it's got to... That's what it's asking you. What the gods ask of me, no man could do. Not even Pandora's box is worth such a terrible price. Or so they say. Thankfully, these people here are not of any real value whatsoever. They're just regular people. They're all trapped in cages for whatever reason. Though I kind of wonder if they also accept dead bodies. In this case, it's not, but even so, figure I'd throw it out there.
Oh, thank the gods you've come. Break these bars. Get me out of here. What are you waiting for? Let me out. We can find our way back to Athens.
The gods demand sacrifice. From all of us.
Oh, please. No. No.
Oh dear. Looks like he's not too keen with our plan. And neither are these well-deserving gentlemen here. So, this is gonna be a fun little activity here.
Please show mercy. Let me out.
So basically, what we need to do here is take this cage from the very bottom of this hill and drag him all the way up. We can't push the box in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately, as pushing it means that we will be slowed down tremendously. There you go, buddy. As you continue to make your way up this hill here, more and more enemies are going to be spawning in. So what I recommend that you do for this puzzle here is, as soon as you start seeing enemies spawn in, move towards one of these rock formations to put the sacrifice on a pedestal of sorts. This will hold him in place so long as you don't move him from his current location. Afterwards, you can just deal with everyone here. As you continue to make your way up this place, more and more of these guys are going to show up. So that's something worth mentioning. Damn it. What's also really annoying about these guys is that they respawn basically infinitely. So not only do you have to be fast with clearing them out, but you also have to work your frickin' butt off as fast as humanly possible to clear out all the enemies before proceeding. Which is a lot easier said than done, considering the kind of enemies that you have to fight here. Really? Why won't you just die? What's really annoying is that, as you continue to fight these things, the slower you take, the more enemy reinforcements are going to show up. So it's kind of debatable of whether or not you should just let one live while trying to escort this guy back up the hill.
No!
Damn it! Go away! Jesus. Thankfully, there are two chests on the very top of this hill that you can use to, refill your health and magic if need be. Oh my god, how is there a third one now? Okay, this is just plain annoying. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do here is...
No, please. Let me out of here.
I know it seemed kind of backwards that I decided to respawn at the checkpoint, but I want to try something a little bit different to see maybe this will work or not. I'll see. We'll most definitely see.
No!
God damn it! Great, now it's at the bottom again. Okay, this is clearly not worth it. That was clearly not worth it at all.
No, please.
It seems like level 2 Medusa Gaze is just not worth my time at all.
Free me. You must set me free.
Honestly, this particular little mission here is one of the hardest tasks that you have to complete in the entire game. Because you not only have to race against the clock... Oh my god. I'm pushing and holding the wrong frickin' buttons.
Free me.
Not only do you have to race against the clock, but you also have to deal with all the enemies that are around, too.
No!
Damn it!
No!
Again, I wish I can just kill these things and run for it. But no, they keep up with you very easily and very quickly at that.
Let me out. Please show mercy. Let me out!
Maybe I can make it up here, please?
Keep me out of there!
I had a feeling that was going to happen. That's why I didn't move to the right immediately. Go away, please! Damn it! God damn, man. And of course there's another one coming. Fantastic.
No further, please! Are you mad?
I hope he doesn't fall down. Okay, good. Thank God. This may end up taking a while, as this battle here is really damn annoying, especially with weak abilities, as there's... if you distributed your abilities incorrectly, which appears to be the case for me here, there's no way you can get through this whole section without redoing the entire game. Then again, I could be wrong. May still very well be possible. Just requires a ton of effort and elbow grease. God damn it! Don't you dare! I thought he was gonna push it just far enough so that he would start sliding all the way back down again. Could definitely use some magic power here. Almost there. Come on. Come on, man. Just a little bit further. Okay, we finally made it to the top of the hill.
Not in that room.
Oh, finally. Once you get this thing up to the very top of the hill, that's when you've won. Goodbye. You are no longer needed. So long. See you in hell. Man, I'm such an evil dude. But damn, that was a pain in the ass. We even get a trophy too. A bronze one, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me, but whatever. A trophy's a trophy. A trophy is a trophy, I suppose. Phew. Again, that was a pain in the ass. But of course, we still have some fun to do. We have some more stuff to do here. Ooh, what's this? A trident. I want it. And with that, we have acquired Poseidon's Trident. With this item, we can explore the depths of Lord Poseidon's domain. Poseidon's Trident allows its bearer to breathe underwater infinitely, which is awesome, as we were not able to do that before for obvious reasons. 246. I think I'll keep going for a little bit longer until I reach the next save point. Afterwards, after I reach the next save point, that's when I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, to swim underwater, just push and hold the square button to dive down deep underwater, and then after if you're done with your underwater voyage, just push and hold either the X button or the triangle button to resurface. There we go, another phoenix feather. Haven't been finding too many of those lately, so I'm glad that we're finding some of them now, as we only have 4 more left until we maximize our magic bar too. Okay, is this just health? Yes, it is. It's just health. Okay. Now it's time to go for our nice long swim. Okay. So, we can't really attack underwater per se, but if we want to, we can push and hold the R1 button to do a charging swim attack. That'll allow us to just completely it'll allow us to charge straight underwater. Plus it allows us to move slightly faster underwater too. Come on. Keep plowing through these frickin' dogs here. It's really annoying that they come at you at such large numbers. Thankfully, if you have enough magic power, you can just completely annihilate them with Poseidon's Rage or whatever it is. You can also use this sort of Athens as well to completely annihilate them too. Just keep in mind that if they come at you grouped together, you're going to be in some trouble. Okay. A lever. Wonder what this will do. Oh, sweet. Okay. With that lever, we can now proceed further into this place. Oh dear. Sounds like a thunderstorm is headed my way. Well, the weather did say that it was supposed to rain in my area today, so it is kind of lame. Oh, hello. We have a regular Cerberus here, along with more harpies. I almost said herpes, but it's the same sort of thing. Plus, being at low health like this is kind of bad. Okay. Oh wow, that frame rate just tanked. Okay, at least there is... I'm glad I saved that chest for this point now. As I definitely needed it. For whatever reason, these things cannot attack you, or they can't go into the water. But they can still attack you while you're in the water, so be sure to get out of the water as soon as possible. I think after the first Cerberus is dead, another one does appear, but there aren't any additional reinforcements as far as I'm aware. But more will definitely show up for sure. Phew! Oh my god, that was painful. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. I know I'm like 2 hours and 52 minutes into this session, but it is getting kind of late. The rain is gonna be coming any second now because of the dark clouds, and I need to close the windows. And what's more is, yeah, it's just getting late, and I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. This is General Snivy with the God of War playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, hopefully the end of this temple, and we may even be able to finish the entire game the next session. I don't know for sure, but definitely the base game, I mean the main game. Not so sure about the extras. I'm not 100% sure on those as of yet. But it is something worth mentioning. Anywho, thank you all once again so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time for the possible finale of God of War. See you all then.